All right. We are officially on the clock with Detective Bryant. What do you guys think about Gloria? Now, come to find out, Gloria signed over her parental rights. She put Kevin with Detective Bryant. Now, just off of us thinking, like right now, all of us are adults. Let's put on our thinking caps. Detective Bryant works in narcotics. Detective Bryant is working in the streets. Is leaving a child with the detective who rips and runs the streets with all of the heathens. Is that a very bright idea? Now, for Detective Bryant, that's a good thing because child support, woo. Brothers, you never want to pay child support. Get you about $8,000 to $10,000. Get you a good lawyer within your city and get full custody of your kids. Don't let the courts tell you how much you need to be paying for your kids. Get them little motherfuckers and keep them. Get custody of your kids, man. At least go and fight for that shit, man. And, hey, don't be a nigga that got to pay child support, man. Get custody of your kids. But we see that Gloria really ain't on shit. Can you believe that? Gloria gave up the rights to Kev because she was too busy to be a mother. She's working too hard. Mama Meech working 12s at Wendy's, but she ain't giving up custody of her kids to nobody. What is Gloria doing out in these streets? What is Gloria doing out in these streets? Gloria talking about, I sent him with you. How'd he get a gun? He was like, it was in the safe. Well, how'd he get the combo? He didn't get the combo from me. May have watched me, Gloria. Well, I sent it to you to become a man. Well, I didn't tell that nigga to go shoot nobody. Well, we need to get him a lawyer. Gloria, I got suspended from work. I don't have any money. You're a single person with no kids, no child support. How much money do you have, Gloria? Detective Bryant is going through it right now. He's going through it right now. She talking about we got to get a lawyer. He just told you he's suspended. He ain't got no lawyer money. Now, this nigga said he can go be a security guard for $9 an hour. And let me be the first person to tell y'all, for $9 an hour, you got enough money. You can afford me. I am a doctor and I am a lawyer on the side. If you want a good lawyer that'll get you a plea deal, I can get you. Let's just say you're facing life. I can get you a plea deal of 60 years with 25 years probation. That's probably the best I can get you, but I'm only going to charge you $22 an hour. So if you need a lawyer, holla at me. If y'all need a lawyer, holla at me. 22 an hour, I got you. I'm going to get you off any case. You might have to do some, you might have to sit down a little bit, but you're going to get off that case. Now, Gloria is talking about, listen, Ann said, I told you Brian was hurting for money. Now, you was right yesterday. You said he was broke. I got it on the live too. You was right. But if his baby mama, his ex-wife will help out. Now, let's just look at it like this. You're a single person. We know the average house cost $65,000 back then. RN, a registered nurse, probably make about 28 at that time. You ain't got no kids. You wear scrubs every day, so you only need about 4 pair of scrubs. Well, back then you weren't really changing out. You know, everybody nowadays wants to wear 3, 4 different scrubs per week, man. Take your scrubs home and wash them. You wear the light blue on Monday. You know what I'm saying? The baby blue Mondays. You wear your pink ones on a Tuesday. You wear your dark grays on a Wednesday. Thursday, if you want to, you can swing back around with your pink ones that you wore on Tuesday, or you can go ahead and switch over to your black ones, but you don't really want to wear black because stains show up on your black ones. And then on Friday, you just, you know what I'm saying, casual. You might have like a light red, you know what I'm saying, something like that. But then on the weekend, you wash those. Now, you might be working 12, so sometimes you ain't going to have the weekend to be able to wash it. Sometimes you got to work a double, but it is what it is. You only need 5 and you be good to go. You could do 24 on, 12 off. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to make it convenient for everybody. What up, Zay? We just trying to get a lawyer right now, and Detective Bryant is going through it. How on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you guys say Detective Bryant's stress level is right now? Listening to your ex-wife who didn't want anything to do with your son talk to you as if you got all the answers, Sway. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, what is the stress level of Detective Bryant at this point? Well, we can't even call this nigga Detective Bryant. We just got to call this nigga Bryant. Samara said 100. Zay said 110 plus. Damn, man. What up, King of NJ? Like I said, man, maybe this is just me thinking out loud. Maybe I need to get me a baby mama or something. I do want to see how it is in that baby mama realm. Like, how is it? Like, how much stress? Because right now I don't have any stress. I go to work as soon as 5 o'clock hits. I don't think shit about work. I don't care about work. I don't care about nothing that's going on at work. Let me rephrase that. Somebody let me borrow their baby mama for a extended amount of time. Not your baby mama that you're with, but like a baby mama you're not with. Let me borrow her for 2 or 3 weeks and just see how annoying she is. Let me see how stressful my life can be. She can come stay over here. I got the rent and everything. I just want to see how that process works. You know what I mean? Now I'm not gonna do anything with. I just want to see how that process works. I want to see how pissed they get off. You know what I'm saying? How pissed they get. You went to work all day. You ain't doing this and this. I'm like, damn, my bad. And this is what you do all day. Yeah, sometimes I just get mad at niggas. Okay, I fuck with it. But your 2 weeks is almost up, right? You have to get the fuck up out of here in a minute. You know what I mean? Nicole said I'm not ready. No, well. Let me see what time. Where we at? 1:47. So we about 10 minutes. All right. I mean, I was 19. I told y'all I was 19. I was in Montana. I was dealing with this woman. She was 31. She had 2 kids. Her oldest daughter was 14. No, 13. Yeah, her oldest daughter was 13, and then her youngest daughter was like 8 or 9. So I used to go over there after work. She used to yell at her kids though. I used to go over there after work, and this is back in 2005. So she had a big screen. It was probably like a 57-inch, but it was a big back. So I would go over there and she would cook and shit, but I would help the kids on like their homework because I was 19. So I was freshly out of school. So I would help her daughters with their homework and shit. But then at 8 o'clock, let's wrap it on up. Let's wrap it on up. It's time. Hey, it's time for y'all. Hey. Turn that TV off. I was like the honorary step pops, but I was only like 6 years older than her oldest daughter. I was like, hey, it's time for y'all to go to bed. Like, I was over there so much. It was to the point where, like, hey, it's 8 o'clock. Y'all need to go to bed. Nigga, I was 19, bro. I would come over there. I'd get off work at 3:30, 4 o'clock. About 5 o'clock, I would go home and shower, and then I would take the rental car and go over to her spot. I would go over to her spot, and I'd be over there from 5 to I went to work the next day because I was either that or I'll stay at home and play on the Xbox because I had the 360 at the time. But I go over there, and we was in Montana, Billings, Montana, and shit. Now I was like they step pops for a while, for at least the 3 months I was up there. Well, for 2 months because I met her, and then like the last 2 months I used to go over there. Yeah, and in the morning times they would come in the room. Mr. Julius, do you need us? So her daughter would go start the car up for me. She'd go out there and do like, do you need me to start the car for you? I'm like, shit, all right. Cause she just wanted to be in the car. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Mr. Julius, do you want me to start your car? I'm like, fuck it. If you gonna start the car up, hey man. Cause I think she was 13, 14. So she was getting ready to start driving. I think you can start driving like 15 up there. So she just wanted to get in the car and like get behind the steering wheel. So I'm like, fuck it. Ding in, like, yeah, okay, clear the car off for me. Yeah, that was some good times though. I don't even know where we was going with that story. Oh yeah, we was talking about baby mamas. But yeah, I mean that was my. I won't say that was my first time. Well, my first time dealing with a baby mama. Well, not my first time, but the first time I was like actually attached, and it kind of hurt me though because she ended up passing away. I went to basic training, and the week I graduated from basic training, she ended up passing away in a car crash. I ain't gonna lie to you. One of the one of the girls I knew that was cool with her, she had hit me up. I was in tech school. She hit me up Sunday morning. It's like, yeah, man, she passed. She lost control of the vehicle and hit a pole. It didn't hit me though until that nighttime. And at nighttime, I took a shower. I got into bed because we had to get up Monday morning for PT. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I cried. I was like, damn, that's messed up, man. She was cool as hell. I knew her daughter and like that shit really hit me. I was like, damn, that's messed up, bro. That really fucked me up in life. I was like, damn. R.I.P. to Denisha. Damn. But she was cool though, man. She didn't never used to yap at me or nothing. She was always cool. I think that was like the only time I ever cried over a woman. Well, that was the first time. And the second time was like my divorce. But other than that, shit, that was only like the only 2 times ever. She was cool people too, man. Her daughter was a little sweetheart, man. I ain't gonna lie. I had a little bankroll on me. I was like, I think I was because I joined at 26. So that was like 20. I was talking to her, I was like 24, 25, and she was a year, 2 years younger than me. Man, I used to take her and her daughter out to eat and shit. Man, that was like my little family, man. That was my little family. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was my little family, man. So that one hurt when she passed away, man. But Detective Bryant is going through it. He's stressed out, man. He's trying to figure out what the hell is next. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her daughter, but I'm not gonna talk about. I don't know. I still follow her. I still follow her on Facebook, even though she passed. But that's just like one person I'll never unfollow because it's like I feel like that's kind of low key disrespectful to unfollow her. Like, nah, I knew her, so I'm always gonna follow her. Excuse me. Well, oh, we talking about getting a lawyer. All right. So Detective Bryant is stressed out. A 10. A 10. No, I don't like no drama. That's why I say Denisha, she was cool, man. Like, I didn't mind, you know what I'm saying? If I was in town, if I came off the road from traveling, hey, what you doing this weekend? No, nothing. Hey, man, get your daughter, man. I'll take y'all to go eat. Yeah, man. She was always cool with me, man. If you cool, hey, I'm be cool, man. Y'all know I'm not disrespectful. I don't really care about much in life. I just want to enjoy life. And I don't want to be like Detective Bryant trying to figure out how the hell to get a lawyer. So he's in here like, God damn it. She keep talking to me about getting this lawyer, but she don't want nothing to do with it. So what did Detective Bryant do from here? Well, he does what any of us would have done. We get on the phone and we find somebody that got that work. Damn, when the next time we see him? I need to label these a little bit better. Oh, okay. Bryant does like any of. Hey, all right. I need y'all honest opinion here. Put a 1 in the chat if you're going to try to get a payday loan to get a lawyer for your son, or put a 7 in the chat if you're going to hit the block and find somebody that got that work and put in work to get that money for your lawyer. We're not incriminating ourselves. This is not the real world, feds. We're talking about in the BMF universe. Are you guys trying to get a loan, or are you trying to go to whoever you know got that work? Seeing some sevens. 7, 7, 7. Queen said, I'm not putting a number. I'm gonna find it at work. ASAP. AKA she's saying she's gonna be pushing P. My dog Joseph. What up, Joseph? Joseph said hit that 7 because who goes to payday loans? Payday loans that's a scam in its own. You take out $100 from payday loan, you got to pay back $475. Like, nigga, what? Why I got to pay $475 back when I only took out $100? Now with Biden talking about our late fees, our fees are only gonna be $18 with the credit card. And I'm about to go crazy with fees. You know what I mean? But anyway, Brian shows up and we get introduced to Blaze. Now we're going to talk a little bit about Blaze because Brian and Blaze, they know each other from back in the day. We did the description of Blaze before the season started, and he's an ex-detective that was in a narcotics unit. Now I'm assuming that Brian probably the one that filled in for him, but he stepped away from the game. And when I mean stepped away from the game means he's not too prevalent on getting bricks, but he knows where he can get the bricks from. He knows how to get the bricks. He knows when you've been sleeping. He knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good. So sell your bricks today. Blaze knows everything that's going on out here. Plus, he has his daughter in the streets. So he's looking out for Brian. And Brian is like me and you. Brian's no different than us right now. You know, when we wake up, we check our bank account and we see, damn, man, the funds are low as a motherfucker. I need that work every day. Every day we all wake up and we think, you know what? What if I was just to hit the block? What if I just stumbled across 3 or 4 bricks? Say you out at the beach and you stumble across 3 or 4 bricks. Like, let me just see what I can get for these. But you don't know who to sell them to. So you got to figure out who knows who to sell them to. And Brian knows that Blaze knows who to get the work from, and he wants that fast money. Now, the thing about fast money, all of us go to work. We work 8-hour shifts. We got to put in 40 in a week. We got to put in 8 to get a check. That means we got to work every single day, sun up to sun down, in order to get an 80-hour check. Now, when you get that fast money, I'm talking 28,000 a brick. One brick, $28,000. Imagine what you could do with $28,000 right now. I want you to think of the wildest thing you could do right now with $28,000. If I had $28,000 handed to me right now, what would I do? What would I do? I'm gonna put 20,000 up because I'm a real nigga. That 8,000, I'm about to go crazy with that 8,000. I'm gonna put $1,000 in cash. Now I'm down to 7,000. I'm gonna go ahead and spend $3,000. $3,000. I'm gonna buy everything I need for the studio and get that done. Now I'm down to what? $4,000. That $4,000, I probably ain't gonna spend. I'm gonna give me something to eat. Gonna buy me a couple of bottles of Remy, some of that XO though, that extra XO. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give me some of that real deal. But I'm gonna leave out that motherfucker with like 2,500 plus the 20,000 I got. But I ain't got no kids. Now, Detective Bryant, we're thinking about all the wildest things we could do with $28,000. But imagine having a kid and you got to spend a whole 28 for a lawyer. A whole 28 for a lawyer. Oh. At what point? I know this sounds bad, y'all. At what point, as a parent, to all the parents in here, we're not judging anybody. This is in the power. I mean, not the power. This is in the BMF Immortals. At what point do you say the infamous words? I don't want to say this because I don't want to offend anybody. Fuck those kids. At what point, what dollar amount do you say fuck those kids? At what dollar? What is the monetary value that you say fuck those kids? At what point do you say fuck those kids. What dollar amount do you get to? 1,000, 2, 3, 10, 15, 20, 25, 50, 100, 2, a million? At what point did you say, fuck those kids? Joseph said 28,000. Ding, 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 ding. How much is it gonna be for the lawyer to try to get my son Kevin off the case? $28,000. $28,000. Oh, Kevin, look, you're a juvenile. Look, we're gonna do a plea deal. Look, you'll be out by the time you're 30. Life don't really start getting to crack until about 30, 35 anyway. So, Kevin, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Let me tell you something. I haven't been the happiest in my life. I left the military at 32. These last 6 years, man, I've been loving life. I've been doing whatever the fuck I want to. Life don't get cracking until about 30. Kevin can do 10, 15 years. Get on out. He'll be all right. He'll be all right. At what point are we saying, man, fuck them kids? What? $28,000? Nigga, that's a whole brick. Do you know the risk that comes with selling one brick? One brick will put your ass in jail for at least 20. Hey, Kev, you got to shake Kev's hand. Hey, you know, I love you, son. Hey, look, y'all listen to me. It's going to be other kids in there. They're going to be looking you in your eye. Don't look them niggas back in the eye. Don't borrow nothing from them. Don't ask for nothing from them. Hey, stop talking. Go in there. Be a man. Be Captain Underwear, whoever you was drawing. Pretend you a superhero. When you go in there, it's going to be tough, Kevin. I ain't going to lie to you. You're going to get your ass whooped the first 15 to 20 days. But after a couple of days, they ain't going to be wanting to whoop your ass no more. They're going to be tired of whooping your ass. But in 15 years, when you get out, your dad's going to be here. I can guarantee that. I put that on Scout's honor. I put that on everything. I'll be there when you get out. But you have to do this 15. We're going to get you a nice little plea deal. We're going to get you in protective custody because you a cop's son. But you got to live with those consequences, son. I'm sorry. You decided to be a man. You're going to have to man up, son. What I advise you to do is get a haircut, though, because they're going to be pulling on your hair. God damn. I'm just saying, at what point are we saying, as Ann Joe would say, fuck those kids? Be real. Just put it in the chat. Just what's the monetary value that you, hey, fuck them kids. I'm just saying, listen. Are you, your son committed murder? Your son committed murder. Are you putting the house up for collateral to beat that charge when your son was standing there with the gun over the body? Are you putting your house up for collateral? Are you risking losing everything knowing your child is guilty? Be real. Let's be real. How many people? All right, let's do this. Kevin is guilty. We all seen Kevin standing over a body. Kevin is your son. Are you putting your house up for collateral to take this shit to trial? Yes or no? Are you losing everything knowing your child is guilty, or are you just fuck them kids? Be real. We all adults here. We all adults here. Because let me tell you something. I'm not putting the crib up. All right, Mo, look. You can't afford a lawyer, but you got 4 properties. If you put your 4 properties up, we could defend them. Nigga, I pulled up to the crime scene and my son had the smoking gun in his hand. He even admitted to the police he shot him. No, I'm not doing it. I can't lose everything over an irrational decision that my child made. Look, even Motor City, what up, Motor City? Motor City said, hell no. Yeah. Like Joseph said, look, every month I got $50 on the commissary. 50 on the commissary, and you can call me, but don't call me every night now. Because I know those phone calls get a little expensive. Remember, You know the phone calls get a little expensive. Y'all remember Jody told Yvette to put a block on the phone? Y'all remember when Jody told Yvette put a block on the phone and the motherfucking phone bill kept running up? Oh yeah, I'm putting a block on the phone. Little Kev ain't calling me. Doo-doo-doo. We're sorry. The number you have dialed is no longer in service. First time I get a phone call. Hello, you have a collect call from the correctional facility of the Juvenile Detention Center of Ecorse. You have Kevin on the line. Do you accept these charges? Hell no. Dude, man, get out of here. Get out of here, man. Don't be calling over here, Kevin. As my nigga Casanat said, you made your bed, lay in it. All right, man. That's the end of Detective Bryant, man. But he says he's gonna give him some work. We got our little jokey jokes out the way, man. We got our jokey jokes out the way. Oh yeah, Miles. I said he's gonna do a plea deal. He'll get out by 30 years old. If you haven't hit your 30s, then you don't understand what I'm saying. We used to think 30s were old when we were younger, but the 30s, that's the time of your life. The 30s, you know everything that's going on. Yeah, you got a little gray in the beard and gray in the hair, but fuck it. You know what I mean? You're 30. Well, Detective Bryant, he's getting put on. So we're going to do a little intermission. I'm going to go grab me 2 more drinks. Y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you think about Detective Bryant. Is Detective Bryant going to be in the dope game, or is he going to figure out another way? Like, as far as, well, I guess that'll still be the dope game. Do you believe that Detective Jen is going to give him 2 bricks to sell, or he's going to be working directly up under Henry?